Dann... Willkommen zur Folge in Fleshport. Von Puppen und Burgern. Das Burgerspiel. Das Sushi-Spiel. Bin gespannt, ob wir wirklich dasselbe machen müssen wie gestern in der Demo. Und ob wir unseren Fisch richtig umbenennen können. Das wäre mir ein Privileg. Mhm. Ach ja, das war ja wieder das Komische zum Lesen. Memory earlier, the day played in her head as she slept in the dark. Geht auch. Der Fisch muss Stäbchen heißen. Ja, also Stick. Kommst du? Wir warten alle draußen. Okay, es scheint dasselbe zu sein. Dein Onkel, Essen. Hab gekocht, komm, nimm den Rucksack. Erstmal Fisch füttern. Jo. Oh, das Inventar ist jetzt unten. Gut. Mhm. Geil. Genau, Orange. Okay, wir dürfen ihn wieder nicht benennen. Was? Press Escape and open the menu to cancel actions as well as erase later when you're entering a word. Ja, das weiß ich. Das mache ich auch mit X. Probier's trotzdem. The fish is named Stick. Ich hasse unsere Mutter. Sie hat es verdient, was mit ihr geschieht. Sie hat es so verdient. Manu. Die Mutter ist scheiße jammern. Ist voll die Dreckskuh.
Ist Fisch nicht einfach langweilig?
Ach ja, es war ja Finn. Aber Finn ist nicht langweilig. Der ist voll actionreich. Ich hasse die Mutter. Sie war auch nicht lecker. Oh Manu. Für uns wird er immer Stick heißen. Also Stäbchen. Ach, glaubst du, sie ist im Badezimmer? Ja, ja. Okay, wir kennen das alles schon. Den ganzen Anfang kennen wir schon. Ich bin so laut, überspringe das. Ihr kennt es ja schon. Fleshport! Ist dasselbe wie Flashpoint. Nur nicht im Krieg und ohne Waffen.
Now she wakes to a noise outside the door, the sound of footsteps and the rattle of a knob.
Na? Na, come on out. What good for staying did there do?
Ich will nicht.
I was cross with the thought you might have woken early and left. I wouldn't want you to, Miss Steiner. Little dear, would you be willing to participate with us? Nö. Nö. You don't need your little friend to talk to me. How about you talk to me yourself? Nö. Na gut. Diner is finished and is currently cooling. You shan't need to contribute to it. All you will have to do is come and eat. I'll show you downstairs when you're ready. Please make it quick. Quick! Quick! Das war gestern. Make it quick. Man konnte das doch mit Controller spielen. Stimmt, man kann es mit Controller spielen. Ach, Gamepad. Ich würde es gerne mit Gamepad spielen. Mano. Gut, kein Gamepad für mich. Gamepad. Können wir gleich speichern?
Drawing with crayons is one of my favorite things to do, especially when I'm more anxious. I bet there's something in here I could draw on it.
Das zum Beispiel.
There is nothing on this piece of paper. Something could be drawn on it.
Okay, wir haben's doch oben. Schade. Oh.
Whenever you feel lost, you can talk to me. I always have something to say.
Meistens nur nichts, das interessant wäre. Good. I'm glad to see you being a little more sociable. Do you remember where the dining room is? It's where we had drinks and crackers earlier. Ich hatte das Gefühl, ich schreie schon wieder. Es tut mir leid. Ich will euch nicht anschreien. When you think about it, little dear, you're quite lucky. But also unlucky, I suppose. Oh, silly me. I have forgot to set the table. I'm used to Peoria doing it for me. Would you be so kind as to grab a couple of plates and glasses from the kitchen, please? I'll set the food out on the table. The kitchen is to your left, little dear. Wir konnten ja noch einen Zahn einsammeln. War das hier oder oben? Ja, konnten wir hier machen. Gut. Die Necklines oben konnten wir nicht einsammeln. Da konnte man mit der Alten sprechen. Und da war noch ein Zahn. You pick up a two. Ja, das hatten wir gestern auch schon. Die Erinnerungen, sie kommen wieder.
Are you following me, Dork? I'm trying to find a cool hiding spot. You should check out the bathtub upstairs. Isn't it weird?
It's weird.
It smells like feet, but it would be great for hide and seek. Okay, I'm gonna check out this room. Who could live in a creepy dump like this? Creepy dump.
Und weil es gestern so schön war. Ich glaube, der hatte sehr viel Spaß dabei, das einzusprechen. Gut, holen wir die Plates. Mhm. Ja, das mache ich jetzt ein bisschen schneller, weil das hatten wir gestern ja schon. Sei froh, dass man da dann nicht sieht, wie jemand irgendwas frisst und hier alles so richtig schön runterläuft und die ganze Sapper mit sich von... Das ist mir so ein Geräusch immer noch lieber. Look at you, such a helpful young lady. Could you please set a table now?
Nein. Nein.
Echt? Ich nicht. Ich nicht. Lovely. Give me a minute to bring our diner to the table. Und mir ist es andersrum. Ich kann es hören, aber nicht sehen. Oh, it's still hot. Eat up, little dear. You'll get hungry otherwise. I haven't made a dish this scrumptious since I bought the new china. I wasn't expecting visitors, to be honest. I'm sorry that your brother couldn't join us for this meal. Your parents will love this too.
Ja, bitte?
Why have you stopped eating, little dear? Did you hear something? This house has a lot of little odd characteristics. Don't let them keep you up at night. Now go on, finish your diner. Don't let everything your parents have done for it go to waste. After dinner, I would appreciate it if you would go to your room and tuck yourself in. I would like to read you a bedtime story. Ich vermisse irgendwie Valentine.
Ich kann mich helfen, ich vermisse sie. That looks very heavy. Would your some die if they were crushed under it?
Ich glaube, das habe ich da gestern nichts mehr gemacht. Lassen Sie ihn switchen. Ja, da dürfen wir nicht rein. Hätte ich da gestern mit dem Hammer noch dran drücken können? Muss ich noch einmal testen.
Hi, Buch.
Oh, you're here. Get yourself tucked in. You can go to sleep without a story. Tonight I'm reading to you A Curious Man. Loneliness and loss can be some of the most compelling force behind both good and evil. What would one do to hold a beloved in their arms again? A man asked himself this as he stared into the abyss. She was covered in blood, her bone pale skin icy and rigid. She's gone. The child she had just been carrying now looked up at him, hungry and blissfully unaware. There is no hope. There, I thought you would enjoy something light before bedtime. We'll pick up where we left off tomorrow evening. I'll be in my study if you need me. Dream sweetly.
Nicht das Licht ausmachen. Nicht das Licht ausmachen.
The name the virus written over the bottom of the spine. Poppy! Poppy Poopy. Hey, no peeking! Now you've ruined the whole game. I have to find a new hiding spot. Or maybe a new sister. You're such a creep. Above the door is a place called the study. Knock. Knock on the heaven's door. Hello? Little dear, are you in your room?
Nein. Mach's gut, Obi.
Is that you, lovely? Are you in my house again? It's rather rude of you to trap me in here. I do hope you haven't devoured the child in the beautiful orange coat. She isn't suitable for consumption. I suppose you may not care. But if you have eaten her, please give me that nice coat.
La 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 Ach ja, wir haben noch gar kein Messer. Wo gab's denn das Messer noch? It's dark out, except for the moon. There's something splatter on the window frame. One of them is titled Infant Pit. The number of dead continues to fluctuate with the rise and fall of hope and the recovering of the world. Many mortals have committed incide since the attack of nasty labors, and the following is the line of humanity since then. Many of these are also suffering from postpartum depression, with ends in the result of them deposing their newborns in order to spare them from living this life. In our very own state and town of, the mothers take their babies to the edge of our ark and them into what is now notoriously known as the infant pit. Other mothers who suffer deeply psychologically will of their infants in more ways. With all these newborn deaths, we have to ask ourselves, how long will humanity? The date on this article is very old, but oddly enough, it is the most recent one in here. Ich frage mich auch, was wir mit den ganzen Artikeln machen. The voice cried, "Give them to me," as she passed through the darkness corridor. She stopped. She felt herself lured to the call. She wanted to help the voice and felt sympathetic towards it. Maybe if she showed an certificate act of kindness, it would finally cease to haunt her. "Give them to me." The dry whisper clawed at her ears. Just give them to me. She carefully pulled the 4 newborn mice out of her pocket. They slightly twitched as they woke up. Within her cupped hands, she held them to the darkness. Yes, my favorite. It was quite pleased. It took her a moment before she realized the mice were gone from her hands. Her palms were wet. She held her hands in front of her eyes, as if she could see them through the darkness. Her mouth kept open. It dawned on her that she had sent them to the death. The call was too alluring. Her mind, still young and sheepish. She didn't want to turn a blind eye to the voice request. Had she only known that self-control is the line between indulgence and neglect? Kann ich denn in diesem... Ja, hier können wir den Ding benutzen. Warte, wo bist du? Da bist du. Ich will ihn nicht überfahren. Das wäre sehr traurig. Reditched Code. Ja, doch, das ist sehr wichtig. Ich möchte da rein. Und wir brauchen das Messer noch. Und den Schlüssel brauchen wir auch noch. Peoria, why the squealing of the floorboards? I can tell that you walk around the shrine at night. They're very loud and cold. Could wake the dead. You know how I feel about you being up there. Well, never allowed into the shrine. I only wish to see the little blonde doll. She looks a lot like the girl who lived here on One Company. Do you know how lonely it is? Why do I never get to see you face to face? So, die haben wir auch. Wo war denn der ganze Stuff? Ich weiß es gar nicht mehr. Wir sind nur circa 12 Stunden her. Hallo! Do you ever wish you could make the one? Da haben wir auch noch. Ja. Mhm. Ah! Messer! There's a knife stuck in the wall. I picked up a tiny knife. It's perfect for small, nibble hands. Nö, diesmal erschrecke ich mich nie. There's a dirty handprint on the glass. Hiding while you're in panic can get you caught, especially if you if where you're hiding is obvious. Gut, wir haben jetzt das Messer. Die Puppe kommt ja erst, wenn wir den Raum betreten haben. So, den Hammer nehmen wir auch. Die Fenster machen wir auf. Ich weiß zwar nicht, was es bringt, aber ich mache die einfach auf. So. Kann ich das? Nein. This looks heavy. Would someone die if they were crushed under it? Wir müssen das auf jeden Fall irgendwann noch kaputt machen. Da bin ich mir sicher. Ansonsten wäre es nicht rot geschrieben. So, dann zurück in die Study. Hallo, Mr. Bär. Ich mach mal eine kleine OP. Der Pinky. Und der Brain. So. I have used the key. Now the door is unlocked. So. Dann erstmal speichern. Da gehe ich heute aber hier hin, weil ich es kann. Da konnte ich ja nichts mehr machen, ne? Nope. Parkley. Das Wort Parley brauchen wir auch noch. So. Jetzt geht's los. Hi, Pippi. Me away. Why would you play with me as dolls? You have your own dolls. Jupp. Sayonara. Geh weg. So. Hey. Ich würde gern Doll draufschreiben. I have wish paper that says doll. Steht jetzt wieder da unten. I can do this right now. Du kannst das tun. Nein. Ah, okay, sie hat mich nicht gesehen. Gut. Das Galki, wo war der nochmal? Er ist ja eine Bubbe. Wahrscheinlich sind die Augenlider gerade zugegangen. Schön wäre es jetzt aber, wenn die von da wieder da rüber würde. Ich muss nämlich zu der anderen Puppe unten rein. Bei das Skeleton Key. Ich weiß nicht, wo wir den jetzt nochmal kriegen. Das habe ich vergessen. Ich Sieb und so. Ich sag mich mal zu der Alten. A figure walks up to the dark window. I see you. How are you? Not a little girl I've seen before. Are you the house guest? Oh, someone to talk to. But I'm not allowed to talk to anyone. You have to go away. I can't. Here's a parting gift. Forgive me for my rudeness. I've received a molten muffin. It kind of looks like you, doesn't it? A little muffin, brown on top, wrapped in orange paper. She doesn't say anything more. Gut, wir haben unsere Muffin wieder. Ja, da ging es nicht rein. Das finde ich hier gut. Rein, raus und sie sich. Also auf der anderen Seite. So, konnte ich da? Yo. Nothing to cowbell for the hole. Mist. Okay, mehr kann ich nicht. Du Kleine. Aber wenn sie da ist, dann kann ich da hoch. Das kleine Stück. So, erstmal speichern. So. Und runter zu den Bübbels. Immer noch sehr merkwürdig. One day I will be an artist. I will overcome my fears and be successful. I love taking care of everyone. Honestly, what would they do without me? I love games. What's your favorite game? Is it a board game? I made a delicious tart flambé the other day. You'll love it so much. Can I interest you in it, Fritter? Only one tooth. Ja. Bon appetit. Kann ich noch eins haben? Schade. So, da konnte man nichts machen. Da kann ich noch das Ding. Und da war das Skeleton Key.
Play with me. Fun, 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 fun. This is what you like to do when your one is playing with us.
Ach ja.
Are you really leaving me here? You're the only one who hasn't abandoned me. I need someone to play with me and to feed me. I can't do it by myself. Will you take care of me? Will you make me feel okay?
Was, wenn ich Nein mache?
Okay, I don't blame you. I'm broken.
One act of neglect may seem meager now, but it's encouraged you to do it again someday. The sense of self has been changed. Okay, es passiert nichts. There's a cluster of white persons in darkness. 4 Zähne. Okay, ich komme aber nicht mehr runter. Nein.
I hear you. You can't hear me.
Kommt ihr jetzt noch nicht?
Wir kommen nicht. Okay.
Easy.
Na, Grandpa in presents. Many novels and fantasy line the shelf. Ja. Many tales of fantasy line the shelf. The name the virus written on the bottom of the spines of the books. Wo kriegen wir den Digit Code her? On the ivory papers is the end of a story written in the finest penmanship. Du kleine Drecksau. Manu. Tod Nummer 1.
I spent here, I can hear you. I spent here,
Das sind wir noch nicht. Bin weg.
I spent here,
Nein. Halt dich für den Geruch. So. Einen Skeleton Key brauchen wir noch? Nein, nicht mit dem Haar. Skeleton Key. Ich rede mal nicht mit der Puppe, ne? Okay. Nein! Das wollte ich nicht.
I spent here,
Ich dachte, ich schaff's noch raus, bevor die reinkommt. Okay. Ging irgendwie nicht so. Und da ist er. Darauf habe ich gewartet. Darauf habe ich schon die ganze Zeit gewartet. Oh Mann, Junge.
I can hear you.
Gib mir die Frittata. Ich hab Hunger. Gib mir die Frittata. So, gib mir den Skeleton Key. Nein. Ich lass die Puppen mal leben. Nope, kannst du nicht. Sanada. Ganz genau das. Genau so nie anders. So. Ein Hammer, ne? Ein Hammer. So. Jupp. Hallo. The head of the hammer breaks right off. The hammer finally broke. The door is so big, almost the size of a child. Ach ja. Hier.
I have used the skeleton key.
The change on the door fall to the side as the padlock is removed. Und dafür haben wir gestern fast eine Stunde gebraucht. Ach, schön. Hallo. It keeps track of the temperature. Bloodstains saturate the discolored apron. That's too awful. The stained, foul-smelling bag sways gently in the frigid air. A giant metal drum, full liquid, leaks from it. Open it up. I didn't expect you to be so clever for your age. You definitely didn't get that from your parents. But were they not delicious? I haven't had a diner like that since the last visitor. Yes, little dear, we ate them tonight.
How does it feel to have partaken in the luxury of serving? How did they taste? You ought not to cry about this. You shouldn't think about how lucky you are. I'm rather insulted. I thought that was some of my best cooking. Run, if you like. Wait a second. You shouldn't leave, dear. It's not as safe out there as it is in here. You may not be edible, but believe me, some folks don't care about that. But here you will be safe. I have no desire to devour you. But I have to wonder, how did you find and get through the portal on my property? Your family must have become incredibly lost to have ended up passing through it. An unexpected delivery. You're not in a world you're familiar with anymore. Are you that dead set on living? Before you woke up and hid in my granddaughter's closet, I had run a few tests on your blood. It's essential for quality control. It yielded some very interesting results that didn't match the rest of your family. Little dear, no matter where you go, you'll die. There's something wrong with you, and it's killing you. If you weren't ill, then you would have been devoured the moment you arrived. The very thing taking your life away is also keeping you alive right now. Hör auf! Funny, isn't it? Aua, aua! Entschuldigung, ich wurde gerade angegriffen. Oh. Well, little dear, you're unlucky. There is a special antidote for what ails you. It's known as simply the cure. There isn't such a kind in your world, so you might as well try your chances to take it. We don't produce this cure regularly. No many of us talk very well to it, to say the least. If you want to find what's left to cure, you should look in the laboratory across our town. I don't advise you to leave, I'd like you to stay. Just know that you're on your own if you do. I left you a little going away present. You may find it quite useful and delicious. Weiß immer noch nicht, was es ist. Aber ich möchte gerne den Code von dem Safe noch wissen. Ich möchte das auch gern mitnehmen.
I don't like you, Nipsey, but she's who I see in the mirror sometimes.
A beautiful necklace with a gleaming gold pendant hangs around the neck of a cold marble stater. Ach, jetzt kann ich die nicht mehr mitnehmen, oder was? Okay, jetzt ist noch kein Grund dafür. Ach ja. Hallo Oma.
You're still here? Who are you, little Muppet? Do you know where the other house guests are? Such a quiet girl, but curious, aren't you? I'm curious too, about you. I only saw her a few times, but you look like her. I can tell. That's not a face I'll forget. Does he think that you look like her too? Tschüss. locked here outside right now. He says if I go into town, they'll hurt me. He doesn't know that I can get outside, only when it's night. I'm only allowed to see people behind the glass. He doesn't like showing his face to me. But I see him and the little girl a few times through the windows in the hall. She once came to talk to me.
Und nochmal. Ich will, bis sie summt. A faint humming can be heard from beyond the door. It goes on for a little while. Tschüss. Ja gut, ich glaube, den Code kriegen wir noch nicht. You may want to fight right to the laboratory. Good luck. The air is heavy and cold. Sprinkles of rain begin to fall up the browning grass. Hello. Nothing happens when the portal is touched, except for a slight numb feeling at the fingertips. Warte mal kurz. So. Oh, a family this time. What just happened to us? You have to know what's going on, don't you?
We were going to visit my husband's brother. We thought we were in this house. The door was unlocked. We opened it and walked inside. How is it possible we're here? Why did we walk out of a shed? This doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, doing the feel funny. My body has those prickles. That's very strange, isn't it? Please come inside. I think I might be able to help you all figure this out. I even have a hot pot of coffee ready and juice for the children.
Ik weet het niet.
You're coming, Slowpoke? Or are you scared? Ja, na sieh, den Kaffee, ja. Den Kaffee im Hotpot, wo die Arme rausguckten. Gut, wir mussten da gestern oben lang, ne? Was sagen, komme ich da nicht hin? So. Vines grow and grip the pointed metal fence. They look strong enough to climb. Schmeckt's? Dann ist gut.